set piece and practice 6 yard box. In general play, they're actually defending all right, aren't they, Macclesfield?
Very well organised.
Lacey's fault, but Walker Jackson spotted a lot of danger in there in this second half, cleaning up well. Lewis, Fenson. Next week, attention turns to the knockout phase playoffs in the Champions League, Europa League and Conference League. Wednesday night kicks it all off. Karabakh against Newcastle. That's the furthest any English club side has ever gone to contest a knockout match in the Champions League. 2,500 miles each way. To Baku and back, and then they've got the game
To Baku and back.
on to Baku and back.
I like it.
Yeah.
Crystal Palace.
There you go. Crystal Palace and Forest and Celtic in action as well. And TNT Sports, also the home of the Women's FA Cup. This weekend we've got 4 matches live, including 4th tier Chatham Town trip to Birmingham. There's a big Sunday doubleheader: Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool, Everton, and then London City against Spurs on Monday night. And that's James Gale, who we saw warming up at half-time, and he's going to be coming on for the unfortunate Lewis Fenson. In fact, it's going to be Buckley Ricketts who they're taking off, so Fenson is okay.
For number 7, that is a Buckley Ricketts.
So Buckley Ricketts' night is done. James Gale, who signed for Altrincham in January, is coming on. He's actually scored for Altrincham in the FA Cup this season. And he's made a quick impact here. 2 goals in his first 4 Macclesfield games. So John Mooney hoping he can have a decent impact here off the bench. Oh, that's Luke Matheson. He's getting ready as well, so he might be needed to replace Lewis Fenson.
Surely won't let you down now. Quite a long throw this time.
You're exactly right, in it goes. You've seen him get better distance than that, though, in the Premier League. It's all hands to the punch defensively at the moment, though, for Brentford. Coyote with a smart turn. Again, the Brentford danger repelled by Macclesfield. I think he got away with a heavy touch.
He did.
Here's Lewis Potter. Out it goes towards Donovan. Underneath it to Marty Mella. Coyote. Asking Donovan to test Lacey again down that side. Yarmalon. There's Borthwick Jackson again.
You're right, with his positioning so far second half.
Matheson ready to come on for Macclesfield the next time the game stops, but for now they're down to 10. Lewis Potter. Even towards the final 21 minutes. Here at the Moss Rose. Donovan. This possessed by Miller. Sends it forward now towards Gale, who's going to chase. Collins has things under control. Plays it back to Vernon de Mars. And you wonder now whether Macclesfield can at least get up the pitch here from him.
Touch there as well. The goalkeeper
They needed more than get on the pitch, didn't they? 1,500 have made the trip from London at the hearts in their mouth there. John Mooney's been shouting to one of his players to go down so they can at least make the change. Here's King Lewis Potter. On it goes now to Aaron Hickey. Nothing's tracked in, still gets the goal.
Oh no!
It's some Heathcote.
Oh
Strikes
no.
up for the ball to try and get it behind, but it
Oh,
comes off
got
his
feel for
head
them, man.
and nestles into the back of the
Jeez.
Macclesfield net. And Brentford
Own
lead 1-0.
goal. Own
Heartbreak
goal.
income.
No.
Brilliant run from Aaron Hickey. Lovely pass from Lewis Potter. Does Duffy just switch off? Does he switch off? There's a run there. He does, you know. He just switches off.
Oh my
Dear
days.
me.
Oh,
Luke Duffy just switches off. There's
that's
a run and
painful
it's a
to
good
watch.
one, but you've got to
It's
match
painful
it.
to watch.
You have to match it. It's just a ball into the front post area. Hope for something to get across.
Painful, so painful to watch.
It's a disaster
Oh,
for Sam Heathcote. Just knocks it by the goalkeeper.
he headed that ball as if he was a striker. He headed that ball in as if he was a striker.
To replace
Oh my days.
the debut man tonight, Kay Fira.
God feel sorry for him, man. God feel sorry for him.
It's a quality player to bring on at this stage of the match.
Absolutely.
He scored for Brentford in the 70th minute for Alba.
Well, what a test of character this is now for non-league Macclesfield. A goal down, less than 19 minutes to go, and they've been completely under the cosh for the last 20 minutes or so.
They have. You got to say the Brentford, you mentioned earlier, they've been knocking at the door for the last 15-20 minutes. Albeit
Such
I
oh
just wonder whether you question the game management
damn,
2
that
minutes.
own goal, man. If you see that own goal, you just know, oh, feel sorry for them. They've been playing really well, Macclesfield.
yeah, I would imagine it was something an upset John really.
Miller. Gale cleared away by Collins. Forward by Borthwick Jackson.
Coming up in number 2, Macclesfield.
Forward by Pinnock. Lacey jumping, but misses the header. Borthwick Jackson there behind him. Yarwell up pressured over there by Neller, but that's fantastic skill in such a tight space from the Ukrainian.
He's got that in his locker, hasn't he?
Gets it to Coyote. Stepping in there is Lacey, but he can't keep the ball in play. I mean, it's easier said than done, but they've got to find something from somewhere here, Macclesfield. Need a bit of territory to
They have to
start
get it, yeah. Have to get it out of the pitch. Go the back four shut. He really wants to take the push forward. Defend the higher line.
With Donovan, Lacey said it. Against Damani Maladorson. There's over there as well. Yarmalook. Michael Coyote. He's got Donovan in down this side, but the offside flag
Offside.
against the Brentford winger.
Here we see it.
Such a. He headed that ball as if he was a striker, Brentford striker, waiting for that ball to come through. And he headed that so good. But unfortunately, it's a wrong. He scored an own goal.
Sam Heathcote just knocks it by his own goalkeeper.
Dive. It's a dive. He's gonna book him. It's a dive, man. He tried it. He tried it. It's a dive.
There's a slight top, but it's not enough for him to go down. There's a top there. And he delays it. I think he delays it too much. Yeah. But there is a slight chop. He's not going to give a penalty.
The referee's a wanker. It's a clear dive, man. It wasn't enough.
Went up by Lewis Potter towards Ouattara. Heathcote's got to clear his mind after the own goal. Lacey's done well.
Come on, Lacey. That's our boy, you know. That's our boy, Lacey.
Launched out towards Duffy on this side. Hickey has got the flick on that, so it's going to be a Macclesfield throw-in. Now they've got a bit of territory.
Come on.
Here's Matheson. Forward by Osborne. Straight onto the head.
Ooh.
Pinnock didn't clear it very well. Edmondson. Into Gallel, then Jensen. Gallel. Trying to keep the pressure on, but in the end it's launched forward.
They're showing them no respect at all. They're showing Brentford not a single respect, Marcus, for really tackling these guys. And that's what you want to see. That's what we didn't see against Arsenal. We didn't see that against Arsenal at all. When they played Wigan yesterday, Wigan showed them so much respect. Arsenal could do what they want. But Macclesfield are playing really well. They're tackling, they're pushing, they're shoving, you know, whatever they can.
Between the National League North team, Macclesfield, and the team 7th in the Premier League, Brentford. Good touch from Jensen. Well defended by Duffy. Runs into Hickey. Now it's with Ouattara. And away by Borthwick Jackson. Over goes Dawson. That's a foul by Yarmouth.
Oh, card for Brentford.
What do you think, mate? You want to go to Carmen Close?
Shot the yellow card.
Got a yellow card there for stopping the attack. Good position for that free kick. Really good position. Good spot.
So Brentford have got the high line, so there's not the kind of pressure here on Valdemarson that we've seen at the other end on Burnley.
Just want a good delivery here from Osborne, don't they? See what he can give us.
So Heathcote's in
Come
there.
on.
He'd love to make amends for the own goal at the other end. Osborne with a free kick. It's a complete
So
waste.
poor. Oh. Such a poor free kick. You had one chance, mate.
Don't forget, we've got Manchester City against Newcastle in the Premier League on Saturday, 7 o'clock. The coverage starts. You can see that game on TNT Sports and Discovery Plus. The fixtures for the 5th round of the FA Cup. Still got to work out whether it's Port Vale or Bristol City against Sunderland, and of course we're still in the conclusion in this one. Mansfield Town against Arsenal, which is a cracker, isn't it? All Premier League time, Wolves and Liverpool, as well as Newcastle against Manchester City. Here's Donovan for Brentford, leading 1-0. Moving towards the final 10 minutes. What a run he's made there. And he whacks it goalwards. He's done so well at the start.
He did brilliantly. However, I think it's Matthias Jensen standing around about the penalty spot, livid with him. I mean, it's brilliant skill there. Take it away from Lacey, and he just tries to put his laces through it. And he just gets underneath it, maybe just bobbles up a little bit.
You can't get a bubble on an artificial tip.
Okay, but It bounces slightly higher than he anticipated. I'll retract that.
I'll take that. Gale looking for a way through. Timmick away. Helped on by Jensen. Lacey. Now Duffy. In goes the cross.
Ooh.
Coyote doesn't know where it is.
Handball.
In the air. Donna trying to hit it. Godless down. England says no penalty. Big old back behind the goal.
Whether it's a penalty or not, I'm not
That's a
sure.
penalty.
Can't see much on that, but it's going to be kept alive here by Macclesfield. Away by Collins. Edmondson.
Regardless of hitting his arm, there's still some chance.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Into the final 10 minutes. Macclesfield looking for the equaliser. Luke Duffy. Down went Gale. Dawson across there. In by Lacey. On by Miller. And into the arms of Valdemarson. But all of a sudden they've come alive, Macclesfield.
This has got a lift now, hasn't it? There's a header there, it's a comfortable save. This is the chance. He hits his arm there, there's no doubt about it. There's no in about it though.
Yeah.
That's the one there.
That's an important interception by Heathcote. Launched forward by Lacey. Duffy the target. Hickey with a good touch and needed one under pressure.
Hit well. Duffy was all over him there.
Brentford 8 minutes away from the 5th round tie at the London Stadium against West Ham. Unless Macclesfield can find another FA Cup fairy tale moment.
You're rolling out, would you?
That went Edmondson, headed one by Yanelt. Ouattara. Donovan's in the middle. Sterling there to claim it, bolting out quickly to Osborne.
That's what he was trying to find.
Long by Heathcote. Timmick's going to chase it. Hickey's there. He wants the goalkeeper to come, and he's not done it.
Should have been out earlier.
Timmick did well in the end. Sam Heathcote centre. Glanced on there by Edmondson. Yanel just got there ahead of Dawson. To stay down the Brentford midfielder. In the meantime, here's Coyote. Collins. Potter didn't get it where he wanted to. Matheson melting forward. Bella putting the pressure on Coyote over there, but he can't keep it in play. Dawson's got a booking.
Just a little bit late. Feeling's good to see.
Get the impression Dawson would be too bothered if there were hard feelings, Ali. He's a real competitor. You can see why he's so popular here.
I also get the impression that might not be going good for the season.
So 6 minutes to go.
We got penalties, man. We need penalties.
Ouattara.
Oh, Ouattara.
What a back heel, but great defended by Heathcote in the end.
Excellent. Good recovery, knocked it back to his goalkeeper.
Hasn't he responded well to the own goal?
He has.
It's going to be a Macclesfield throw-in.
Yo, I'm good, man. I'm good, brother. I was checking some updates. How are you, man? How are you? I was checking the updates on the Barcelona game. Barca played. keeping an eye on the Spanish league as well.
United, here he is coming on to try and be the Macclesfield saviour.
What's good, man? You alright?
Minutes to go in this FA Cup fourth round tie. Brentford through the Heathcote own goal, leading 1-0. Convincing clearance off the left foot by Valdemarsen. That's good from Jensen.
Nice one, bro. Nice one. Good to see you. Oh, that is nice. You know, that means the channel has been pushed. It's been pushed about the big boys at YouTube, innit? Man, start making connections at YouTube. Get them to push this channel. Appreciate that. I've only just come on. I've only been on about 20 minutes. I've only been on about 20 minutes or so to stream because I came back from football training. I thought, let me come and stick it on. So it's only been 20 minutes. It looks like the channel has been pushed now, which is good. Yo, appreciate that. Appreciate that. What do you support?
I've got to say though, when it's like this, 1-0 through an own goal, Premier League against National League North, you've got to kind of look at the Macclesfield players for the.
Who do you support? Thanks, man. I'm trying to get to 5K. I'm getting closer and closer to 5K.
Jackson's gone across there.
Pass.
Blocked another one, Borthwick Jackson.
Who do you support, man?
Absolutely terrific, particularly in the second half. He really has. Paul Dawson's had a good game as well. I think he's been terrific. He might end up the losing side, but
particularly second half.
Yeah.
So
it looks like YouTube is pushing this channel. Thanks, YouTube. Appreciate that. You're the GOAT, YouTube.
They've got a corner to defend. Look at it in there again.
Need to shoot up as well.
Deep for this corner. Burnley came and got a bit of it.
Oh.
Somehow they managed to stop it. Going in, Hickey turns it back in. Collins is jumping and heads it wide and over.
Caught wrong side to the goalie. He's caught the other side, doesn't he? There you are.
Toronto, all the way from Toronto. Jeez. All the way from Toronto. I've got some friends in Toronto. Like really personal friends. Like I've known them for years since we grew up back then. But they moved to Toronto. Yeah, you got the World Cup coming got the World Cup coming as well. United all the way, man. United all the way for me. Are you looking forward to the World Cup? Barca is still 0-0. Barca need to win this game.
That's been a good battle this evening as well. Lacey and Donovan have enjoyed that.
Yes.
It's been good, hasn't it?
Yeah. You guys have got the World Cup coming as well, right? You've got the World Cup. So, is it Canada, Mexico, and the United States hosting the World Cup? If I was gonna watch this World Cup, I'll probably go to Canada or Mexico. I'll avoid America. Even though I've got a lot of people from America following me here. But shout out to you guys from Toronto, man. Yeah, man. I need to know if your games are do they broadcast your games? Toronto FC. Are they in any channels? I hear that. Yeah, I hear that. And their leader too. Yeah, I'll definitely, if I was to go to the World Cup, I'd rather go to Canada or Mexico, Shout out to my American fans, subscribers too. I'm not going to call them fans because I'm not that big to our fans here, but my subscribers. Shout out to you guys. I know you're not all supporting Ice. You know. Okay, so Toronto FC is part of the MLS. Ah, I get it. You guys got Greasy Drake as well. What is? I've got a question for you. Do you have any Canadian players, footballers, playing the Premier League? I think I can get MLS stream as well on TNT. I think they do stream TNT. Yes. He's a goat. He's one of most underrated strikers of the Premier League. He used to play for Tottenham. Oh, Insigne.
It's such a feature of this competition.
Yeah.
It's why it's the best cup competition in the world. And they're still in it, Macclesfield.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, okay. Wow. The only thing about the league, because the games are like, what? The games get played about, I think, 2 a.m. in the morning over here. Sometimes some of us will sleep. But, yeah. The most, yeah. But this is so good to see that the channel is actually going somewhere in America, you know, some part in Africa, Asia. So my channel is getting pushed now. You know, I started this just as a fun joke. Top guy, yeah. A lot of guys, you know, like a lot of the guys that have played in Europe, like top teams. Now, so when they go to like America, it's so easy for them to just be themselves. So when they go to places like Canada, America, Mexico, it's so easy to be themselves over there because, you know, you guys appreciate them more when they move over there. I'll be honest, look at Messi. You know, Messi is so appreciated in America. Like, what is it? LA Galaxy plays for, and all of them actually, all the guys that have moved from the Premier League to there, they should. Yeah. Did you guys used to have Bradley Rat Phillips? Come on, Coyote.
Determined play by Edmondson. Hickey under pressure from Duffy. Hickey comes to play centre forward. Patterson's header. Hickey underneath him but doesn't get it very far. Gale heads it on. Duffy for Macclesfield.
I'm in Manchester, mate. I'm in Manchester. I'm literally like 2 minutes away from Old Trafford, the stadium, the football ground. I'm literally like 2 minutes away from it. Literally in Manchester, mate. I'm literally 2 minutes away from Manchester in my head. If I was outside streaming, I'll show you the ground. It's been a good game, this. They're not showing Brentford any respect at all. Macclesfield, you know, they're pushing everything. Wigan yesterday, they showed Arsenal too much respect. Yeah. I remember, yeah, it's absolute dream, mate. It's absolute dream. I remember going in there the first time, years ago. I've been going there. I've been there loads and loads. And now I think my son goes there as well now. So, it is. Old Trafford, there's our dreams. Magical. You can feel it when you go in there. You can feel it when you go on tours. Like literally the best stadium in the Prem, I believe. Even though it's old, but because it's old, it's so historic. You know, the culture and everything is just so good in there. Wow. Yeah. How long ago was this? Generations, isn't it? Have you ever been down here? Have you ever been to Manchester?
Johnson past the guy in the box. Does from Lacey.
Come on.
Lindsay Gale.
Lucky.
Now the breaks up for Lewis Potter. And they've got a 3
Oh, we could have a goal here. 3-on-2. 3-on-2. What a pass. Is he gonna finish it? Can he finish it?
Look, you can see it, but he's lost the ball a little bit there. And he shoots and he misses.
He fluffed it. He fluffed it. It was 3-on-2. 3-on-2. And that's the final kick. That's the final kick of the game. Full-time whistle there. Gone.
And the FA Cup journey for Macclesfield is over. The headline makers from the third round have got out in round 4. The Keith Andrews team had to work so hard here tonight.
Fair play to Macclesfield. They've done really well. They've knocked out a few teams.
But he headed past his own goalkeeper into the back of the net. His own goal, the difference between the teams. But it's a club in Macclesfield that's on the rise, and a club that's done itself proud of the FA Cup, not just tonight, but all season, Alec.
Oh, without doubt. Absolutely. Terrific performance. Not an awful lot between the sides. That man in your picture is a different class, I thought. Walker Jackson, well deserved to be man of the match.
You know, these guys, Brentford, they drew against Arsenal last week, right? And today they've just qualified. You know, they've moved on to the next round of the FA Cup. They're doing really well, Brentford, and compared to the likes of Tottenham, you know, and he took over from the previous manager, and he was just a free kick specialist, whatever you want to call him. This Keith Andrews, the current Brentford manager. He was just an assistant at the club, and now he's doing so well at the club. So shout out to Brentford, shout out to this guy, Keith Andrews. And he's so cool and calm. Even when he speaks to the media, he's so likable. You can see why the players play for him as well. Yeah, man. I hope I mean, switching the notification, because I'm always on stream. I always tend to come on stream. Oh, thanks, man. If you drop me a comment on one of the videos so I can locate you, I'll give you a sub, man. I'll give you a sub. Drop me a comment on one of the videos. Go to one of the videos now. Or the shot, whatever. One of the shots. Drop a video there. Drop a comment there. When I come off this, actually, not when I come off. You drop a comment now. Let me see. I can actually sub on you. Sub now. That's it. Right. I've dropped your sub. I'm your second subscriber now. Welcome to the family, bro. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the TKS Spot family. I've dropped your sub. Appreciate for the especially when you look at this, you're all the way from Canada watching. What time is it? It is now over there. What time is it? I've got people from India. I've got people.
You know, and they move on, and this club, who knows? Now this club has got to get itself back to league football.
Oh, yeah. No worries, man. You know, slow and steady. At some point, maybe you start posting, you start streaming and doing stuff. But I appreciate you stopping by, taking your time to watch the stream. But yeah, Brentford goes through. Macclesfield is the end of them. Somebody's crying. Fair play to them. Fair play to Macclesfield, man. The giant killers couldn't kill these guys. 4:30 p.m. Almost the evening, innit? Right. Just say to 9:30 now for us. Fair play to Macclesfield. You know, you guys gave Brentford a game, and also throughout the stages, you've knocked out some Premier League teams. But you know, the giant killers couldn't kill another giant of the Premier League. So we've got Champions League football tomorrow. Monaco versus PSG. Big one, right? That's an all-French love affair to see who will qualify for the next. Who will go through to the next stage of the Champions League. Then we've got Newcastle, Korobag. Again, Newcastle going away there. That's a long way to travel as well. PSG, they don't even need to travel. Monaco, they don't need to travel. You know, next door neighbours. They've got Palace versus Shenski, Fenerbahce, Forest. Forest got travel as well to Turkey. Celtic playing at home to Stuttgart. Birmingham playing Cartham Town. Manchester City. Manchester City. Never mind with that one. But yeah, tomorrow Champions League football will be streaming the Monaco versus PSG game. So hopefully I get to see you guys again. But yeah, it's been a short stream. I didn't expect it to be this big. Thanks YouTube. That means I'm doing something right. You know, I'm doing something right. This channel is being pushed now. Let's see how many people turn up to watch this stream. Let's have a look. It's not bad. 60 people. 60 people turn up to watch this stream. Appreciate that, guys. If only all 60 people could subscribe, that'll take me so close to 5k. I need 5,000 subs, man. Right, let me see if I can incorporate the PSG, the Barcelona game here. I think Barcelona are currently struggling. Barca are currently struggling, I believe. Let's check them out. What's the score, Barcelona? What's the score? I need Barca to win this game. 1-1. 1-1. Barcelona. What's going on? They need to win it, otherwise, if Madrid play tomorrow or whenever, Madrid could overtake them. You know, Barca need to win this game to stay in touch with the league. So it's got Lewandowski coming on now. And who else? Aruto coming on and Lewandowski coming on. Barca, so 2 subs. He looks desperate at the front and desperate at the back. So something isn't right at Barca right now. Marcus Rashford is injured and all of a sudden they're struggling. You know? And Barca fans was going to blame Rashford for everything. Barca fans were constantly having a go at Rashford. Now Rashford, you can tell they're missing Rashford. Barca, they're missing him so much. Don't tell me you don't miss Rashford, Barca fans. We see you. We see you. Without Rashford, Barcelona are really struggling, man. Who would have thought? So they better pay that 30 million for Rashford so he can stay with them. But I just love the meltdown from Barcelona fans sometimes when I watch them on X. They go nuts. Yeah. They're still 1-1. Still 1-1 at Barcelona. Girona. I'll keep an eye on that. But yeah, fair play to Brentford. Fair play to Macclesfield as well. Shout out to Macclesfield fans. They gave it a good go. I think it was 1,500 fans from Brentford, from London, travel all the way to Macclesfield to watch Brentford today. It's not bad support. Wigan yesterday, they had about 5,000 fans from Wigan to the Emirates. That's crazy, you know, crazy numbers. If you think about it, 5,000 away fans, our lower league team as well. And I used to enjoy watching them when they played in the Premier League weekend. I used to enjoy them. But hey, they had Paul Joel as manager, they are Harry Redknapp as a boss, Lua, yeah, Benjamin Mendy or something like that. What was the name? They used to have some good players at Wigan. I was talking about Portsmouth there, right? Yeah. Paul Joel was at Wigan though, yeah, he was. But Barca is still 1-1. What is happening at Barcelona right now? I need some Barca fans to answer this. I might need to switch this stream to a Barcelona stream because Brentford is now, it's done. Barca fans, come through Barcelona. Come through. If you're a Barca fan, talk to us. We want to hear it. Your team is struggling. 2 games in a row. The last game you crashed out 4-0 or 4-1.
Brilliant game here tonight. It was Brentford, the Premier League side, book their place in the fifth round of the FA Cup for the first time in almost 6 seasons. Delight them, heartbreak the Macclesfield, who have been so great this whole competition. They knocked out Crystal Palace in the last round, and it's only a single own goal that ended up being the difference.
Your own goal killed them, man. Own goal. Can you believe it?
Gone in there to have a word with the players, which, I mean, I'm sure he's not gone in there to mug him off. It's a classic touch, is that, isn't it? It's a nice touch. It's a nice touch because, all them boys there playing for Macclesfield,
Keith Andrews has gone into the Macclesfield dressing room and he's giving a speech. That's so nice to see.
Rightly so. He'll be going in there and telling
He's
them
such a nice guy, man.
what a difficult game it was for his team. They showed heart and determination, and it's just football is a very sort of confrontational game, but it's a football family.
He's in their dressing room,
and he'll be giving them their flowers there, and rightly so.
Also, for Rooney there, listening to this, sometimes an opposition manager can really pick them up a little bit here because obviously we gutted the manager.
That is such a good gesture. Such a nice
the journey
gesture.
on this. That's what the FA Cup is about. That and those moments, and those players will appreciate that from the Premier League manager Keith Andrews there.
John Rooney's going to come join us. We'll ask him potentially what was said there. If he wants to share it, that would be great to hear. If he doesn't, absolutely fair play. But it was a game that was fairly evenly matched. It took Brentford 70 minutes to break this deadlock, and even then it came through an own goal.
Yeah, and again, like Kaz, we talked about the pitch being a leveller. And when you're the team that's got to dominate possession and there might be people at home thinking, it's not much different, and they've all played matches, but professional football, the rhythm of the movement, the timings, is milliseconds, and the pitch. Look, this is early on in the game. This is the goal. Sorry, he overlapped it, and he just puts it into an area, and it's a tired header, Kaz, and we're going to see it better from this angle here. Put Duffy there has got to go with his run. He's in fact an excellent player, and it's a lesson for him. But Heathcote gets his body in, and he has to do something. And
Heathcote doesn't move his feet, but what I would say is they were down to 10 players at this point, and that was the frustrating thing because Rooney was trying to scream for someone in the build-up, go down, let me get my player back on the pitch, and then I think that's where the space come from, and you don't track your runner, that space opens up, you're tired, you don't move your feet, and then you're heading it. So there's all those small little factors, and I think that's where it's so frustrating for Macclesfield because they've done so well, defended unbelievably, and just that one moment where a top team, they just pick you off. Yeah. And that's why I think they're so gutted because it's just that one concentration, that one moment, and then they're out, and that's where you're like, sometimes in life, I don't know about you, you'd rather be popped off the pitch and go.
Yeah, you can do. Well, then you can do a. You've been beaten. And
that's frustrating.
The lad Duffy's a really excellent footballer. I hate digging out play. Not digging them out, but we point out little. And he's just half a yard. But that's the difference between if that kid's going to go on to play at the next level. He's got the ability on the ball, and he's got lovely, good balance and everything. They're the little details that take you to that next level. And I think, I think a lot of these players in this team can play higher, and maybe they can go up together. But they'll go home tonight, and they'll be proud as the days go on. But initially, you're lying in your bed thinking, Do you know? Yeah, it's a horrible feeling.
No, absolutely. I think John Rooney is on the way to come and chat
Wayne
to
Rooney's
us.
brother.
Here he is. John Rooney.
He knocked out Palace.
Come chat to us.
But
Thank
tonight
you
he
for
got
coming
knocked out by
We do
Brentford.
Appreciate it. Look, commiserations, but also congratulations as well. What did you make of your team's performance?
No, just spoke to them in there. So proud of them. What they've achieved.
Sound exactly like Rooney. You sound exactly like Wayne Rooney, bro.
On the journey it's been on, and to lose the game the way we did was, the own goal. We had the man come off injured. We were trying to get the ball out of play to make a substitute, and then they go and score off it. But for me, I couldn't be any prouder of them. For them to go and cross that white line. And
sound exactly like Wayne Rooney. Jeez.
Changing room, and I couldn't be any more prouder of them.
Yeah, we saw you screaming at your players to try and get someone to go down or get the ball out of play. Was that just the occasion? Was just getting a better look in that moment? If you'd have got someone on there, I think you'd have been okay.
Yeah, I think if you get that sub on, we were trying to get the ball out to play, and I think we only had one opportunity to do so. And
yeah,
I think the lad, I can't remember who it was, but he probably didn't know what we were trying to do. But that's just the small details in the game. And,
it looks so emotional.
We obviously had a camera.
Looks like he's almost in tears.
I mean, it looked like he had some nice words to say to your team. A nice touch.
Yeah, unbelievable touch. I spoke to him before the game, and he's just come in and said a few words then. And, he spoke really highly of us in the club, and they've took us really seriously, and they've prepared like they were for the Premier League side. And I just touched on with the lads when he left, because that's a Premier League manager coming saying that. That shows what he's
feels emotional
in this couple of months.
What has it been like for you in your managerial learnings in this run?
Bit of a whirlwind, but I'm just taking it day by day. Listen, I'm brand new in the job. I think I've been managing 5 or 6 months now, and days like this is what you're involved in football for. And to bring Macclesfield into the 4th round of the FA Cup, something I never would have dreamed of at the beginning of the season. And I'm proud for myself, but I'm proud for the players in the club in there.
Yeah, John, I thought your game plan was spot on. I thought off the ball in particularly early on, we might show some chances, but the press was really good, wasn't it? And you had a couple of half chances as well. This is early on.
Yeah, we spoke about it. We were saying against Barcelona, we sat into a mid-block and wait for the right opportunities. The best is a slow pass, is a probably pass. They carried it out exceptional. I think later on second half, probably tired a little bit, as you'd expect. And
I thought this was in.
And we've trained 2 days a week and we've had game after game. So, credit to the lads. Yeah, I thought this one was in myself.
Yeah, I think we all did, didn't we? We all thought that was going in.
But no, the lads were outstanding. And as you say, the shape was really good. For them to go and put that effort in when they train 2 days a week against the top Premier League side, it's credit to the lads.
Yeah.
John, you had chances, but you also, defensively wise, it felt like everybody put their body on the line tonight.
Yeah, defensively we've looked really solid in the last couple of weeks as well, and some of the defending, last ditch, putting the body, as you say, and putting the bodies on the line, throwing themselves in front of everything. That's what makes a team, and that's just as important as putting the ball in the back of the net and the other end as well.
Yeah, John, you're obviously, you give massive credit to your players and everything, but you're 5 or 6 months into your managerial career, and you've achieved a lot already. I mean, what's the ambitions for you personally?
I'd want to manage as high as possible. Yeah. Listen, I know I'm brand new to it and I'm learning on the job, but listen, if my thing wasn't to go and manage as high as I can, then I'm in the wrong sport. As a player, I wanted to play as high as I could. Manager.
Was you one of them players that always wanted to be a manager, or is it just something that's just sprung up the last few years?
No, probably over the last 5 or 6 years. Yeah. I went in and a bit of coaching with Everton, and it was something that I wanted to have a look into. I'd done a few of my badges, and then later on I was thinking, I could probably see myself going into it, and I think I'd be a good man manager and good with the lads, and so it was something didn't just happen overnight. I've probably been looking towards it for about 3 or 4 years, but I started my footballing career at this club, finished it, and then started my managerial career, so I think that's something special as well, and they'll remember this club forever.
What's your aspirations with this club then? What's next for them?
We want to finish the season really strong now. We want to push on in the playoffs, and our aim, we want to try and go and get promoted, and I think we've put ourselves in a position.
Fair play to the guy, man. 5 months into the job, and he's doing really well.
Into playoffs. So I think we want to try and get ourselves into that playoffs. But as you know, once you get into them playoffs, anything can happen. But you know, we want to try and get promotion this year.
Certainly can. It's a wild league to be in, but you're at the top of it fighting, and good luck for the rest of the season. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well done, John.
Also, thanks for coming to talk to us as well.
No,
Appreciate it.
Feel so
Right,
emotional.
let's hear from the
Literally
Macclesfield
almost in
captain.
tears.
Speaking to Lindbergh Devitt.
Paul, you're everywhere again tonight. A little smile. Has the disappointment worn off? Are you starting to feel proud at what this club's achieved so far?
Yeah, honestly, I'm proud of every single one of them, every single one of the boys. The shift we put in against Palace and in between, and then to go and do it again today has been an unbelievable achievement. And yeah, to go out on an own goal is very, very disappointing. And but that's football, and that's one of them.
When you're playing non-league, you always dream of nights like tonight. You've had 2 of them this year. How have you found it?
Absolutely loved it, honestly. To test yourself against some of the best players in the Prem is unbelievable. And like I say, I think we've more than matched our own on both games. But yeah, no, I'm so proud of the lads, honestly, and the club, the town, everyone. It's just an immense achievement, and yeah, just disappointed, but over the moon with the run we've been on.
On that run, there were several people tonight with tribute bandages with blood on. You'll always be part of this club's history for that game against Palace.
No, yeah, I think it was one. It was just, don't know. It was just 5 seconds into a game, and I think it'll just stick with the FA Cup. Never mind the club. I think it'll stick with there. So yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, well done tonight, Adler. Cheers, everyone. Top man. Appreciate it.
Brilliant. It was brilliant when we were saying that earlier. We were like, oh, someone's hurt themselves. And then it was like, I know a lot of people have hurt themselves. It was brilliant to see it.
Yeah.
But I just want to touch on something we didn't actually mention to John there. Was there a penalty shout for Macclesfield, Karen?
I think it would be a little bit harsh from Coyote. I think, look, credit to Macclesfield, loading the box, trying to cause havoc and chaos. And I think there's 2 attempts, there's 2 arguments for it. First one, I think there's a lot going on there. And this one, I think, yes, it does hit, but I think it's a kind of natural position. He can't do anything about it, can he, Joe? He's going for a block and it kind of ricochets.
The spin dry there. He's not in a good position, and he's just popped up and hit his hand. Listen, I understand Macclesfield will say that's a nailed-on penalty, 2 even, but you know.
How did you
there's
describe
no
the
way.
footwork there, Joe?
Yeah, it was unhappy feet. That's what that was from the young man.
Unhappy feet.
But yeah, it would have been very harsh to give it from there, blasted point blank into his when he's all flailing. So, but yeah.
Yeah, unhappy feet, and we know exactly what he means.
Yeah,
by that.
yeah.
So that's all we need. Analysis from Joe Cole.
Yeah.
Done. Thank you very much. Right, well, Macclesfield have come out with this with a lot of credit. It wasn't meant to be. It's Brentford that put themselves.
Keith Andrews, fair play to Keith Andrews, man. He's done a really good thing. They're going into the Macclesfield dressing room and just letting them know that, they gave him a good game. They gave his players a good game, and he didn't underestimate them. He made sure he prepared the same way he would have prepared for a Premier League game and against the Premier League team. So he held them in high respect. So for that reason there, Keith Andrews, bro, you've got my respect there, you've had it. And not like I've not respected you or the position you're in, because from his position where he was as a set-piece coach for Brentford to not becoming the main man at Brentford, he's done a brilliant job, at Brentford, Keith Andrews. So, and John Rooney he's only been in the job for 5 months, and he's already smashed Premier League clubs, got them to the 4th round of the FA Cup. Fair play to the guy, man. I will say he's probably done a better job than Wayne Rooney. He's probably done a better job than Wayne, to be honest with you. And Wayne will be super proud of him as well. I can see, Wayne couldn't believe it when he knocked out Crystal Palace. That's the only Wayne Rooney we know now. Or that's the only Rooney we know now from the Rooney family. But yeah, fair play to Keith Andrews for going into that dressing room and giving the players a shout out, letting the players know, his players took them seriously. It wasn't just one of those games where they feel like they can come here, they can come to Macclesfield and underestimate them and just don't play. but they did give them a good game. So like yesterday, Wigan didn't do anything at Arsenal at Emirates. They just showed Arsenal too much respect, and Arsenal bullied them into a 4-0 defeat. Like, you don't play like that against Arsenal. I don't care if you're a lower league team. You got to play them. You got to play bigger teams with no respect. The same way Grimsby played United. Lack of respect. Well, not lack of respect. They showed United no respect at all, and that's what the game is about. Then after the match, players show each other respect. But during the game, tomorrow, man. Champions League is tomorrow. I don't know if that's what you meant, Denise. Are you talking Champions League? That'll be tomorrow. But fair play to Macclesfield. They run my respects, man. The club as a whole, their fans, and also Brentford. Shout out to Brentford, man. See them draw against Arsenal and then to go through now to the next round of the FA Cup. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. But Barcelona, I think, is still 1-1 or something like that. I don't know. So let me check the score. Barca. Is it still 1-1? Oh my days, is Barca losing? Are they losing? Barcelona are losing. They are losing 2-1. Barca are losing 2-1. And the game is about to finish. So Real Madrid will take lead of the table. Real Madrid are going to be the new leaders of the table. Real Madrid are going to be leading La Liga. Barca, all you have to do is keep Rashford safe.
The way they play, real spirit around how they approach the game, and confidence, obviously from the last round, confidence in the way they play the game in their league. First half, I didn't think we did certain things well enough. Tweaked a couple of things at half time, but it was mainly the basics, really. And I thought we did them a lot better in the second half, and eventually wore them down and got the goal we clearly needed.
Everyone enjoys being involved in nights like tonight, non-league versus the Premier League. But how difficult is it out there? Artificial pitch, and everyone's wanting you guys to lose.
Yeah, we spoke about that before. Not so much the pitch. It was what it was. It'll never be an excuse, win, lose or draw. It's just different, I suppose. Different to what the players are used to training on and playing on daily, and that's a fact. The conditions and the magnitude of the game, and the fact that we're, I think, overall a pretty likeable club. I think a lot of clubs like us, and we're normally the underdog when we go into games. Everybody wanted us to lose tonight, and that's a different shift for us, and we have to deal with that tonight, and the occasion and the emotions around it. And like I said, in particular the second half, so we did that really well.
And in terms of where you're at, you're going well in the league now into the 5th round of the FA Cup, West Ham in the next round. What are the realistic ambitions for you and your group towards the business end of this season?
Not entirely sure. We'll just keep pushing hard, league and cup, and we'll see where we can end up.
Cheers, well done, Steve.
You might not know, but I'm sure he's got definite ideas of where he'd like to be. But credit to Brentford and Keith Andrews. They came here, got the job done.
They did. Like you said, you're coming into a place where nobody, apart from your fans and your team, want you to win. The whole country would have been behind Macclesfield. It's a freezing night, swirling wind, horrible conditions, and they got the job done. And it shows the strength of the pyramid of English football as well. I don't think there's anywhere else in the world which has there's levels.
You're all right, Gus. No, not near you.
Some
It's
kids
kids
on that
playing.
pitch.
Yeah, that's FA Cup.
The
Kids
decent
playing on the
ball
pitch.
he's just whipped in there, the lad
Yeah.
as well. But it shows the quality of the league, and Keith Andrews is just he's just straight batted it there and said, listen, we'll go for the league and the cup, but for a club like Brentford, they look at what Crystal Palace done last year. If they can go through, just the story continues for Brentford.
Well, they are playing in East London against West Ham, the fifth round tie. Should we have a little look at what you guys managed to pull out of the hat earlier?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is what it looks like. So Fulham at home against Southampton. Port Vale or Bristol City will play Sunderland. I don't know if Newcastle fans are going to thank you for this one. 5 times Newcastle
I've had a few
United.
texts already.
Have you?
Yeah,
5 times Newcastle will meet Manchester City. That is a mammoth tie.
That's a belter, Eddie Howe, been an up and down season from Champions League football as well. Manchester City are going good guns. You know what? When the games are played.
So we've got Fulham versus Southampton for the 5th round. Port Vale or Bristol City versus Sunderland. Newcastle United versus Manchester City. Leeds United versus Norwich. Mansfield versus Arsenal. Away.
Hollywood.
Oh,
Hollywood.
what a
That little trip up to Wales for me, I'm pretty sure.
Wrexham will fancy their chances with that one as well, won't they?
Be like a dress rehearsal of where they want to be
Yeah.
every week. So I'm excited to see that one.
Yeah, Wrexham, Chelsea as well. Mansfield Town, they're playing Arsenal as well. That is a big day for this. But look at this. Mansfield's Nigel Clough will face Arsenal as a manager for the first time in this season's FA Cup 5th round. His father, Brian Clough, managed his last FA Cup match against Arsenal in February 1993.
wow.
A match Nigel played in for Nottingham Forest. What a full circle moment.
Wow.
That's amazing. And I think people, especially the young people listening, they won't know too much about Brian Clough, but he was a force of nature. Arguably the greatest manager there's ever been for what he's done for them clubs, with his sheer charisma, will and power, getting them to win the trophies and the achievements he's done. And Nigel's been around a long. Nigel was a very good player, played for England, done that. He's been a very good manager in the lower leagues. So he'll sniff an upset, but it's a real tough one.
I know, but they already put out Burnley in the Premier League.
I mean, this was unbelievable though. Proper technique. If you're going to get through as well with that type
What a
of free
free
kick. Exquisite. So definitely a tie that we'll be looking forward to as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You want to add?
absolutely.
I thought we were done then.
No, I did as well, but absolutely. But the Clough name lives on in the FA Cup, and there's always stories. Every round there's a new story. There'll be something. We've come to Macclesfield. This story's come to an end. There'll be something else, I'm sure.
We've got the Daniel Farker derby incoming. Leeds against Norwich.
Yeah, that'll be that. I mean, that'll have a bit of spice to it as well.
Yeah, you think so, wouldn't you?
Think so? And again, clubs like Leeds, they're going to have to manage what they do. They could be. They don't want to be. They want to kick on in the cup, but then they've got relegation battle to consider.
Premier League.
So, but you get into that stage now where all the big guns will be going. Oh, I quite fancy this. I fancy a trip to Wembley. And Crystal Palace doing what they've done last year.
Everyone's got different focuses as well, haven't they? Which makes it all interesting about what you prioritise. Of course, it's massive.
Yeah.
But there's so many pulls in different directions, isn't there, for teams?
And by the way, go back to tonight. Brentford pulling a strong team out and preparing like they did shows the respect that they put onto this competition, which I personally really like.
Absolutely. Right, so that's it from the FA Cup. But the football doesn't stop for us, does it? Because we're going into European Football Week. You've got the playoff rounds coming up. There is so much for you to choose from. All kicks off Galatasaray Juventus tomorrow at 5:30. But in terms of...
I think we're streaming PSG Monaco tomorrow, Monaco PSG. We've got Newcastle, Freiburg, Atletico, Club Brugge. Palace are going to Bosnia. Celtic Stuttgart, Fenerbahce Forest. So the big one for me will be Monaco PSG. So we'll be streaming that tomorrow at 7:45. Hopefully we'll be back. But it's been a good stream, guys. It's been a good stream. It's been a short one, but really good one. Short stream, but a good stream. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the guys that jumped in from Canada, Australia, Asia, Africa. Shout out to everyone that's joined the stream tonight. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow for the Monaco versus PSG game and the Champions League week. Champions League is back. So let's have it. Let's have it. Good night, everyone.